In Ukraine today, Russia tightened the noose around Crimea. They've taken control of the airport in Crimea's capital. For a time today, flights were not allowed to take off or land. Our own reporter, Mike Armstrong, his flight was turned back to Kiev. The new government there again demanded Russia withdraw its troops from Ukrainian territory. And the country's ousted leader, Viktor Yanukovych, is vowing he will return. We'll get to Mike Armstrong in a moment, but we begin with Paul Johnson, who's in Crimea. Paul?
Donna, the pro-Russian forces continue to tighten their grip on the Crimean Peninsula, and their latest move caught a lot of people off guard. This morning, people trying to catch flights out of the main airport here found that most of the flights were canceled, with the exception of flights going in or out of Moscow. A French news service has been reporting that the people who ordered this said they did it to try to stop activists, as they call them, from flying down there from Kiev. But this has also caught a lot of regular civilians off guard, and a lot of people are stranded. Some people are saying they were just trying to get out of the Crimean Peninsula because they're concerned about the possibility of violence here. And at this point, there's no word yet on when these flights are going to resume. One of the people who got caught up in this morning was my colleague, Mike Armstrong, who was trying to come here. He's up in the Ukrainian capital of Kiev right now. Mike?
Well, Paul, we were on a scheduled flight into Crimea this morning on the Ukrainian national airline. We took off from here in Kiev, but were turned around in the air. This is flight attendants informing passengers the plane was returning to Kiev. The pilot was preparing to land, but was apparently denied permission by the air traffic controller. The airspace, he was told, was closed. Now, in Kiev today, the Prime Minister called on the U.S. and the U.K. to honor a 1994 treaty and defend Ukraine's territorial integrity. Russia was also part of the Budapest Memorandum and was also part of the Prime Minister's appeal today. Military aggression has been used against our country, he says. Those who guaranteed that this aggression will not take place must from one side pull out troops and from the other side must defend our independent sovereign state. The ousted Viktor Yanukovych spoke out today for only the second time since he fled. Yanukovych is in Russia but promises to return to Ukraine, insisting he is still the legitimate commander of the armed forces. He's calling the new government a junta controlled by extremists working for a civil war. Ukraine is going through a difficult time now, he says. Your actions led to the fact that Crimea is breaking apart. Ukraine's health ministry is releasing new numbers today. They've tabulated how many people have been injured or killed in the unrest between January 20th and today. They say 795 people were hospitalized, 102 people were killed. Donna?